All right, lesson number 9 from 10 years as a full-time small business doing 7 figures. Here we go. You guys ready for this one? Constant learning. Leaders are learners. We need to be constantly learning, constantly seeing what's taking place, constantly challenging ourselves to learn more. Because what we knew 24 months ago is still relevant to us today. It helps us do well and execute, but there's new things happening on a regular basis. We live in a culture today where the amount of knowledge and knowledge turnover and change is happening about every 12 to 16 months. That used to be every 12 to 16 years, like 50 years ago. Okay. Every 12 to 16 months. When you think about things like AI and how it's driven us today, and what do we do with AI? And even for us, it's like at Renogize, what sets us apart is our personalization, our relationships, and building those relationships with our clients. So we could easily say AI is not for us, but we have not done that. We've actually embraced it and said, how can we use AI to be more efficient and effective and make better decisions? How can we use AI to actually give us more time to build our relationships and be personalized in all of our processes? So for us, we're looking at it as a yes and. You need to look at it in that realm. But leaders are learners. We are in a learning industry. We are teaching people on a regular basis. And one of my favorite phrases for leaders is the best way to learn is to teach. So, as we are coaching people one on one, as we are leading leadership workshops and teaching cohorts of people how to lead more effectively, as we teach, we're learning. As we watch, we are learning. We invest at our company, and I want you to hear this. This is important about knowing your numbers and your plans and the people you hire. We invest in our people. They have an allocation of money to use for their own personal development every year. That could be for going to conferences, that could be for buying books, that could be for online courses. Now, they have to tell us why they want to do that, what the benefit is to them, because that way we're intentional with it, right? It's not just frivolously going to a conference that's in a great location, but they're learning because as they learn, they get better. As they get better, we get better. As we get better, our clients get better. You have to continuously be learning. I told you before, one of my biggest challenges is learning what I need to do next, what I need to eliminate so I can elevate. Part of that's through learning. Okay. As we go through the different steps and levels of an organization, hear me on this. Where you are at $100,000 is different than $250,000 in a year. You have to do different things. It's different than $500,000 in a year. You have to do something different. It's different than $1 million a year. You have to adjust what you do as the CEO. And it's different to get to that 3 million threshold and that 5 million threshold and that 10 million threshold. Constant learning, constant agility, constant change. But here's the best part about our world today with everything online and podcasts and YouTube. Personally, I still like books too. Books are awesome, but you don't have to do it alone. Learning is around you every step of the way. Invest in learning, invest in yourself, invest in your people, invest real money, real cash for learning because it will come back as a multiplier, a force multiplier in your business. The 10th lesson learned from 10 years in full time business: strategic, strategic, strategic. Be strategic in everything that you do. If you're sitting back, you're saying, well, I'm not a strategic person, I don't understand a strategic mindset, go get some books, go figure it out, go learn it, go read it, because you can learn those things. You have to be strategic. You have to be intentional in everything you do. One of my favorite books from a couple years back was by Patrick Bet-David, called Your Next Five Moves. And that's the way I'm always trying to think. And I challenge myself to think this way. What are the next 5 moves for our business? Okay. And when I'm thinking about those next 5 moves, that's taking me out 12, 24, maybe even 30 months at times. We may not actually make those moves, but because I'm thinking about what those moves are, it gives us the opportunity to be agile and make adjustments as we go. And so we're strategic with that. So today, one of my big focuses is getting on stages to speak, to do keynote speeches. If you'd like to book me for your keynote speech, look down below in the show notes for SeanOlsonSpeaks.com. You can get us booked. Guess what? That means I'm coaching less. I told you guys earlier in this episode that I was coaching 30 some people at a time at the start of the business. Today, I coach 5, maybe 6 people. That's all I have the time for because I need to spend my time on better things in the business. But that was all strategic. The Intentional Leader podcast that you're listening to right now just passed the 3-year mark back in March. We planned on launching a podcast. We had purpose and strategy in why we were launching the podcast. And at the same time, we're morphing with it. So be strategic in everything you do. Think 3 to 5 steps ahead. Where are we going? How are we going to get there? How's it going to impact us? Strategy wins every single day. So, 10 lessons learned from 10 years. But because I'm a giving guy, I can't stop at 10. I want to give you one bonus lesson from 10 years in business. One bonus lesson. Okay, you guys ready for this? So, bonus lesson, I guess it's lesson number 11 from 10 years in business. I want to say this straight from my heart with all intent, with all truthfulness, and with all inspiration. Here's lesson number 11. You can do it. Just straight up, you can do it. There is nothing special about me or my wife and what we've been able to accomplish. We feel very blessed in it. We feel we've been led by God in it. God's put incredible people around us on our team to help us get things done. But I want you to hear from me directly. You can do it. You can't do it alone. You need people. You need good people. You need their relationships, everything we've already talked about today. Okay. But you can do it. And I want you to feel inspiration about that. I want you to be courageous in it. Okay. Take a step 3 months, 6 months before you think you're ready for it. Look at making that change and be agile before it's time. Be courageous. The best leaders are curious and courageous. The curiosity is what's going on out there. What do I need to learn? What could be next for us? Being strategic. The courage side is I'm going to take that step. I'm going to take that risk. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to get it done. And I want you to say here that you can do it because there are tough times. Running a small business is tough. Have there been times that I've thought about, hey, let's just go back to doing the solopreneur thing? Jen and I have even talked before about what would it be like if I was executing the coaching and the podcast and speaking, and she was involved in all the strategy and the execution and the marketing of our business and handling our social, and it was just the two of us. What would that be like? It's been a thought, but that's not really what we want to do. But we're also building something that's special because we've stayed focused in on our why of honoring and glorifying God in all that we do and impacting people. And so if I was to go back and do this by myself through the podcast, through speaking, and through coaching, we might be able to impact 2,000, 3,000 people a year. Today, with our team and what we're doing and how we're reaching out all across North America with our business and now looking to go international with our business, we are impacting tens and 20s and 30s of thousands of people a year. So our why, honor and glorify God in it, we're going to keep doing that. Impacting people. To scale it, we had to build out the business. And it is hard. It is tough. So we're at a point right now where, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm 55 years old. So my wife and I are thinking about what's next in the next 10. Like when I'm 65, I'd probably like to sell the business. I'd probably like to make an exit. And so as I build up my next strategies and we talk about what's coming next for the business, it's continuing to scale it for impact and to honor God, but it's also about how do we exit in a decade? Do we want to exit to people that are inside of our organization? Do we want to sell outside of our organization? How's that going to play? But here's the point. I don't know where it's going to go, but we're going to be strategic and get there. We're intentionally going to walk that path, and you can too. So I want to say to you right now, straight up, you can do it. If you are a small business owner and you're thinking, okay, I hear you, I hear all those things, I love these 10 plus lessons with the bonus. What's my next step? I'm happy to talk to you. I'm willing to offer this through this podcast right now. If you email us at info@renogize.com, info@renogize.com, and mention this episode of the podcast, 10 lessons from 10 years, we will give you a free 30-minute coaching session. And in that coaching session, we're going to help you see where you are, some next steps you can take, and really just we want to inspire you and help you. So in the notes below, you can see info@renogize.com. Email us in the subject line, put 10 lessons for 10 years. ask for that coaching session, and we will offer that to you. I'm so glad you guys listened in today. We are blessed by you who are listeners. You're a part of our strategy. You're a part of where we wanted to go to get our impact out there. We'd love to work with you. We'd love to work with your business, whether you're a solopreneur or whether you're a company with 50,000 employees. We work with all those companies in between. We're here for you at Renogize Professional Coaching. Invest in yourself, learn and grow, and know that you can do it. Thanks for listening in to this episode of the Intentional Leader Podcast. God bless.
If you liked this video clip and want to watch the full episode, please click the link in the notes below.